Hello there and welcome to Coding Studio. This is B and we are back with the JavaScript videos. Now I just finished giving explanations to the last video, which was problem solving. I tried to detail it as much as possible and I realized that the JavaScript basics shouldn't end yet because I missed out on quite a lot. And the first thing being that I'm going to talk about a bit of string. I'm going to talk about string methods this video. These are going to be very basic and we are going to touch up on these a little. These are the ones that you are most likely going to use in the future. And yeah, except of course for this one I am putting it here specifically because I used it in the problem solving video, but you won't use this too much, and when you need it you're gonna look on it in the documentations, and I'm gonna link that documentation down below about string and string methods. It's on MDN, the Mozilla developers.org. But let's start this video. Now I declared a variable called insect, which value is bumblebee. I'm going to comment these out for now. We're going to talk about them a bit later. So the first string, this is a property, not a method. It just gives back the length of a certain string. Same for arrays. So if we run it, it's 9, bumblebee is 9 characters. I'm not going to count it because I trust the length. So that's the first one, and we are going to be moving on to the second one now. Now the next one is this one, to uppercase. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but let's just try what happens here. It puts it to uppercase letters, so that is fine. It works as intended. Let's see. The next one is not necessarily a string method, but I'm gonna declare a number. This is my number, and oh yes, I already wrote that. It's here. I'm gonna use the toString method. I used that in the problem solving video a bit differently, but if we run it now, 42 is a string. Now the toString turns a number to a string. That's about the gist of it, and I just wanted to show you that there is this thing called typeof. You put it before the value and it will tell you what type it is. In this case we already knew this was going to be string, but still it could be useful later on. Now the one we used in the problem solving video is when we put 2 in here. That converts it to binary. So the binary value of 42 is this 101010. That's a really nice binary number. So yeah, that's about toString. I'm going to comment it out too. And we are going to talk about this for now. You're going to use a variant of this, which is going to be this one down here. What it does, it finds you the character at the index of, and you give it the index as an argument. It should be u because the second character in bumblebee is u, and as you know, in arrays and strings, the indexes start from 0. So if we run it, it is u. So it works as intended. And actually the one I prefer to use is this, when I just give the index as if the string was an array. This works as well. As you can see, u, so it works fine. And just to show you it doesn't always give back u, I'm showing you the third character in the bumblebee. It works just fine. And next we are gonna talk about that includes. Now this one is also pretty self-explanatory. It checks if the given value includes the string which we give it as an argument. If we see it, it is true. So it gives back a boolean whether it does include it or not, and Bumblebee does include B in it. This is a fairly useful one. Let's try it. With 4 E's, it shouldn't be true. Yes, it's false. That's what we were expecting. So it does work as intended. This is pretty useful too, so I'm guessing you're gonna use it in the future. And for last, we used this in the problem solving video too. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna delete that. And I'm gonna comment this out. Split. Now what this does is splits up our string, and we can give it an argument and tell it where to split up our string. So it splits up at the given character and puts it into an array. If we run it clear, of course, why wouldn't it do that? If we run it clear, it just puts the whole word in there, it doesn't split it up at all. But if we were to give it an empty string, this is the way that after every single character it's gonna break it up for us, as you can see right here. Now it can be used in a lot of ways. For example, when I had a task to read data from logs, I used this to look for this, which is an enter. So this is the line break that was in our logs after every line, and every line was an entry. So basically I could split up the whole file into lines, and I could read the data out of those lines. So that's one practical use for it. And if we were to split it up, this is important. So if you give it a character that's in here, it's gonna take out the U. So now our array will have 2 entries. One is gonna be B, and the second is gonna be Bumblebee, as you can see. So that's how split works. This is what we used in the problem solving video. And with this much string methods, I think you're gonna be perfectly fine for now. And I'm gonna do other problem solving videos, and about that I wanted to apologize because I know it was 50 minutes long, which is terribly long. I intended it to be a 50-minute long video, and yeah, it got way out of hand for me. So from now on, I'm either gonna do 3 8Qs or 2 7Qs or 1 6Q, because that's about how I could get it down to 10-15 minutes, the video length, which I would say is watchable. Now a lot of YouTubers just whine that it's hard to make 10-minute long videos, and I'm struggling to keep it under 20. So I guess I just cannot relate to that. So that's it. This is also gonna go up to the GitHub repository. I'm gonna give explanations and maybe extend it a bit with more examples. So this is gonna be nice. This one I already pushed it up, so it's up there. I'm just gonna create explanations for these and make it nice and push it up too. So it's gonna be in the GitHub repo, which is as always linked in the video description. Thank you for watching, and leave a like if you like the video, or subscribe, or don't, please do. So thanks for watching again. See you next time.